Welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. In our modern age, a lot of us are used to using social media tools such as Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest, Periscope, Vine, Twitter, and we're also used to using video-related tools such as YouTube, Facebook video, Periscope, and so forth. So what that means is a lot of us are becoming videographers and photographers without even knowing it. Just imagine, for example, on Instagram, how many pictures that you take and post. Just imagine if you create videos on YouTube, how many videos that you create, and really think about the type of time, the skills that you have to develop to even do this. It might not seem like a lot when you're actually doing it, but if you actually first started it, that took a lot of time and skills to build up to it. And where I'm going with this is, since a lot of us are doing this regularly, now there's a lot of people who actually do this in a professional level, either for a job or for a business or for both. With that being said, I'm going to talk about 5 of my favorite photography channels that I'm using, that I'm learning from to learn how to improve my photography. And then on another episode, I'm going to talk about 5 channels that I like that teach you on how to create videos and improve them. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with my top 5 favorite photography or camera channels. Okay, so let's get to my top 5 favorite photography camera channels. Now, a lot of these channels, they also have video in as well. However, their main focus is on photography. And let's start with my number 5, which is B&H. Now, B&H, as anybody knows who actually does photography and video professionally, they are a website, a store that focuses on photography and videography. So the thing I like about this channel is they have a lot of videos that show you not only how to do things in photography and video, as you see right here, but they also obviously talk about a lot of the products that they have. So there are things that you might like to purchase through them or through someone else, but they do a lot of reviews in there too. And unlike most store videos that they have, they do more videos more often than other channels or sites that I've seen that are from a store. So definitely B&H, I think it's a great site for you to learn and get started, and also that if you like it, you could actually purchase it through them. So that's a great channel. So moving on to our number 4 is another camera store slash a tutorial slash review channel, and this is called the Camera Store TV. It's actually by 2 guys, Chris and I can't remember the other guy's name. Let me see what his name is. Jordan. Yeah. And so basically, these 2 guys, they actually own a store in Canada. So obviously they're not quite as big, but what I really, really like about them is they take a real hands-on approach to their reviews, and also they talk about some techniques as well, but most of their focus is on reviews of equipment. So if you really want to know in depth in real life scenarios how this would work, then I would definitely recommend this channel. They have a lot of videos, and most of the time the main guy, Chris, at least the guy who's in front of the camera, he mainly focuses on the camera photography aspect. And then the other guy, Jordan, he primarily focuses on the video side because he's usually the one recording things. So you have 2 different approaches and viewpoints, which I like. So my 3rd favorite channel is The Art of Photography by Ted Forbes. Now this channel is a little different. It's not really a how-to or review channel, but it's more about the photographers. He really gets into what it means to be a photographer, what goes through the mind of the photographer, the emotion behind it. He does a lot of interviews with, really really famous photographers in some cases. Some are more obscure, some are lifelong photographers. So by going through this channel, you really get a sense of what it means to be a photographer. And I really, really enjoy this channel from the aspect of understanding and even some of the emotion that goes into each photograph that you see. So really enjoy his channel for that. And he was actually a former teacher, so it's really an interesting story about how he got started with this channel. So art of photography, great stuff in learning what it means to be a photographer. My number 2 favorite photography channel is these guys. This is DigitalRev TV. I'm not really sure how to explain this channel. It's these two guys, they're actually based out of Hong Kong, and they actually do have a team. But what I really, really love about this channel is its humor. These guys are just really funny. They make photography fun. So they do a lot of reviews. They do some how-tos as well. But what I really, really like about it is their sense of humor. They're just ridiculously funny. And the two main hosts, the guy with the glasses, I mean, they're both I think they're both Chinese. However, they're based in different areas. Okay, so like the guy with the glasses, he's actually UK. So sometimes you see him in the UK, and then the other guy, he's just based primarily in Hong Kong. But they're just really, really funny. It makes photography fun, and I really enjoy the type of humor that they have. And so a lot of times, sometimes, if you think about photography, you don't think of fun in it sometimes, So this one, they add the element of fun while also teaching you a few things and giving you really, really solid reviews of different types of photography equipment that you could possibly use. And now let's get to my number 1 favorite photography channel. And that would be Chelsea and Tony Northrup. Now, this is actually a husband and wife duo, and what I really, really like about their channel is they go really in depth about the techniques of photography, why you would do things, and they really take their time on it. So if you really want to get into the nuances of photography and you really want to learn a lot, I think this is the best channel for it, And them being a husband and wife duo, it also adds a different element to it as well, because it gets into the whole relationship aspect of how you would use photography as well, especially if you and your partner are actually doing photography. So that's a different element of it. But I do really like their videos. Most of the videos, they're pretty long. Okay, I mean, that's why I said it's really, really in depth. And so this is actually my number 1 photography channel. And all of these channels, you could learn a lot from them. But not only that, I really think after you go through these channels, you get a much, much better appreciation of what it means to get into the art of photography, the real nitty gritty, what it really means to do it. And a lot of us, take photographs now with our smartphones and videos. And, I think at some point we forget that this is really an art form. So I really enjoy watching this, and hopefully by watching all of these channels, my photography skills and your photography skills will get better. And I don't see how it can't get better if you actually follow the principles of these channels and what they talk about. So that is pretty much it for my top 5 favorite photography channels on YouTube. My next one, I'm going to be talking about my top 5 favorite video channels. So look out for that. And if you had any comments, ideas on the channels that I just talked about, or if you had your own favorite channels, be sure to leave them in the comments and ideas section below. And as always, you could send me a Snapchat at Geek Outdoors. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out this episode. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content, audio content, and additional geek stuff, head over to geekoutdoors.com, and I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.